Good afternoon, Methodical Man here, coming at you guys today with another recap video. Today is June 21st, 2024. Yeah, it was one of those days. Not good. If you're on the stream, you saw we struggled and haven't had one of these days in a while. Not necessarily in the form of a red day. We've had those, right? But a day where tilt just grabbed a hold of us and we could not shake it. Just couldn't shake it. That's kind of what happened today. We're going to get into it. You can see right here, here's the Bulenox funded account that I traded on stream. I believe I ended the stream. We were down about $1,400. And the idea with ending the stream was we were just going to kind of put it away for the day, come back fresh on Monday, that sort of thing. Well, we know that's not how it works when it comes to tilt. So once I ended the stream, I sized up. We went 7 contracts, maybe 5 or 7. I don't remember exactly. We sized up. We blew this account. And this account annoys me the most because we worked so hard to get this to $3,600 in profit. We did take out $1,000 payout out of this account, but now we're essentially starting back at zero. So what's the idea with the Bulenox accounts? I do have other accounts that are passed here on Bulenox, but the plan going forward is we are going to activate the, let me find them, the 25Ks. Because these 25Ks are the $4 accounts that they had the sale on. And so they do not renew at the 90% off, right? So I have 3 of these passed. So the idea is this weekend I'm going to activate 34, 35, 36. We blew a couple of these today, just kind of messing around. I came back and streamed in the afternoon. We blew a couple. We passed one. So this is a 50K option 2 account that we have passed. I'm going to wait to activate it until we get one of the other accounts above the threshold. That option 2 account renews at 90%, so I'm okay with that one renewing if it needs to. Now, I do think if I submit these 2 accounts with Bulenox, that they don't actually charge you while they're waiting. And if that's the case, that'd be awesome. So, but those are the accounts that we have passed with Bulenox. I'm just checking these. These are all blown. All these renew at 90%. So I'm not too worried about it. If they renew, they renew. But as you can see, the sad part is we blew this account. So let's move on over to My Funded Futures. This is our My Funded Futures 30K static account, which I've told you guys several times is my favorite account, right? And going into today, we were $115 away from this account being at payout. And as you can see, I ended up blowing it. So I do kind of want to go over what happened with it. I'm going to move this over to here for now. And let's get on the My Funded Futures account here. And I showed people this on stream, but this doesn't normally bother me in this fashion. But today it triggered me, not going to lie. So we opened up, we kind of sold off here. We created a small 30-second inversion here off this push back up. I entered off of the inversion, and I even waited for the candle to kind of give me confirmation and actually turn green. It actually went below the inversion entry price by about 4 or 5 points. I entered the trade short, and as you can see, it immediately rips against me. Now, we had the protection of the VWAP and the 200 here, and so I was kind of thinking as long as we hold below this, I was okay with holding it, even though technically speaking, the inversion failed, right? You can see we closed back above this on the 1 minute as well. So we pushed against me, pushed up 30 points into the red here. And, you know, was kind of holding and hoping, which I know is not the way to do it. And what do? I decide, you know what? Does not make any sense to hold this trade any longer. Let me just, excuse me, let me just get out, right? So you can see I get out right here. What happens? What happens? Well, price decides, well, Methodical Man's not in any anymore, so let's go ahead and just give him max pain and let's sell back below his target. I only needed 6 points. This sold 15 points below my original target. Max pain on the stop out here, and I just could not recover from that. I re-entered here, took a little break even, small scalp, and just went completely off the rails. And from there, just was entering and exiting, just taking losses, not trading my plan, just full-blown tilt. And one of the things that I recognize, and I talked about this at the beginning of the month, was I did this off the stream, right? And one of the things I told you guys was that especially when I get an account close to payout, I'm going to trade that on the stream. Because do you think for a second that I would have held this through 29 points of drawdown if I was on the stream? No. The actual stop out here should have been 9 points on the 30-second chart. So I should have taken that trade off at 9 points, and I simply did not. So, I'm not immune to tilt. A lot of people ask me sometimes, they say, like, how do you deal with tilt? Well, typically, here lately I've recognized on days where it's not my day, and I either switch to an eval or I shut it down early. I did not do that quick enough today. Now, luckily for me, the Apex accounts are not connected right now, but I did not mess up those Apex accounts. Complete transparency here, though, I did take a couple of trades on the 250Ks at one point, and we were down about $850 across those 5 accounts. Luckily, I kind of recentered myself. I took a proper setup, and I got those back to break even. So the 5 250Ks, small profit, I think 50, 60 bucks, and the other couple of funded accounts right there at break even, 30, 40 bucks. So the good news is we do only need around $330 on one of the Apex 50Ks to get that one to pay out. And we have until the first of the month to do that because we're past the payout period. Now, the funny thing is, and this seems to work this way pretty much for everybody, right? Every trade that I took after I got off of the funded accounts seemed to work. I traded these individually. Got them to 900 bucks a piece. This one, 900 bucks also. And that one only $450. But that's kind of the way it works, right? You struggle on your fundeds, and then you switch over to the evals, and you crush it. For whatever reason, that's just how it is. So starting Monday, we will have, I'm going to go ahead and activate the 325Ks from Bulenox. That'll be the ones we trade Monday. I did sign up for the 325Ks from Fast Track Trading. So I'm going to give them a try. I do have the link in the description of the video if you guys want to give them a try. I'm not recommending them yet because I only know 2 people that have traded them. I know 2 people that have taken payouts. One of them I don't know personally. He's just another YouTuber. The other one I do know personally, and he has taken $3,000 in payouts from them. So based on their word, I'm going to go ahead and sign up for the accounts. It's $179. Right now they have a deal for 50% off the 25K, or actually any account. But so you'll pay $179 for 2 25Ks, and then they give you a third one for free, which breaks down to $60 per 25K account. And if you can make $250 a day for 5 days and get to $1,250 in profit, you can take that money out as a payout. So originally I wasn't going to go for that kind of a goal, but I think next week, if I have those accounts set up by Monday, I'm going to do that. So we're going to go for the $250 a day on those accounts. I'm going to copy trade them, and we're going to try to get that in 5 days. I don't think that's unreasonable. That's, what is that, 12, 13 points a day. So we should be able to find that as long as we don't tilt again, right? Bulenox 90% off sale does end tonight at midnight. Do not sleep on it. I don't know if they're going to extend it. We probably will have another 90% sale at some point, but right now that's the best deal. Coupon code MM for the 90% off. Apex, as you guys know, 80% off 1 day pass. That's still going on. The nice thing about the Apex accounts right now, the 150K, the 250K, and the 300K are all $40 after the discount. Finally got the coupon code MYTH, all capital letters, Myth, if you want to support the channel there. And then of course Topstep, they still got their accounts right there at $50. If you do use my link for Topstep, you get 20% off. That's it. We're going to take our lumps today. We're going to move on. That's just how it is. Sometimes you have those days. I did come back and stream the afternoon, as I mentioned earlier. And some people said, like, well, if you're on tilt today, why stream the afternoon? It's one of those things where, you kind of got to clear the cobwebs, right? Even though I blew 2 accounts and I passed 1 in the afternoon on the evals, it's just getting the cobwebs out of the way. Getting that thought of every trade going red right away as soon as you enter it out of your head. I don't want to go into Monday with that thought in my head, you know. So the 2 that I actually blew, if you were watching, I sized way up, and I was taking like 5 or 7 contracts right there in the last like 5-10 minutes of the day. And that's the most volatile time, right? It's the wrong time to be doing that. So I don't mind blowing those accounts at all. Felt pretty good about passing the 1. And we're just going to move forward. That's all we can do. Hey, we all go through it. And I'm just going to try to keep it to 1 day, right? Let's just try to keep it to 1 day. So that's what we're going to do. If you guys haven't already, like the video, subscribe. If you like this type of content, tell your friends about the video. And we'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.